Hi guys, welcome back to VPlayers and today we have another unboxing. So this is Rogue Camera and this is a film making board game by Malachi Ray Rampant. Okay, and it's published by Keen Bean Studio. You can see it here. So yeah, this is a game, let's see. It's a 1 to 4 players game, plays for about 45 to 90 minutes for ages 10 and up, and it's a cooperative game. So yeah, so this is a game all about filmmaking together with all its quirks and interesting sort of facts. And yeah, and this is actually a game recently fulfilled. I believe it's like about a few months back. So yeah, why am I getting this now is because this is actually part of a mystery gift that I actually got from Geekster. So again, I'll link his page down below, and I think by the time this video goes up, it's probably after Christmas, but if there is still stocks left, if you are from SG, you can actually get it. Yeah, otherwise then yeah, it's probably gone by then. So yeah, this is one of the games I got in the mystery gift along with the expansion pack that is over here. So this is the B-movie expansion. So the recent Kickstarter that was fulfilled was actually for this expansion, and this is actually a previous sort of game that was previously released on Kickstarter. So along with this game, I also got another one. So if you want to check it out, you can go check out my Instagram link and go to probably the latest reel that was published, that was released, and you will get to know what is the other game. So yeah, back to Rogue Camera. This is actually a cooperative game, and it has a very interesting insert, which you'll see later, and it's actually an insert by Game Trace as well, and apparently not very sleeve friendly. If you, let's say, were to have the expansion and you want to fit everything into the sleeve, you want to fit everything into the insert, you can't actually do that if you're sleeving the game. But if you're not, then you can actually, sleeve, you can actually fit everything into the insert. So yeah, so yes, let's open this, and I have no idea how I'm supposed to cut this because I can't cut it the usual way, and I don't think I can stick it like how I usually do for my games. And yeah, I'll basically just slice in the middle, or just slice it open, I guess. This looks like the safest place to do it, and of course they've won some awards from Rado, Dice Tower, and BGG. Okay, let's just open this up. Okay, so very interestingly, this is also one of the games that I wanted to back through Kickstarter, but I didn't, because I felt like I have like concerns over my storage space and stuff, so I have to start filtering out games that that is not at the top of my priority. So yeah, but it still ended up in my hand, so I guess that's fit. So yeah, once again, this is interesting because it kind of open up this way, and this part is actually sealed. Yeah, so not too sure how long this would last, but it kind of opens up this way. If I put it down, it opens up this way like a clapper. This is cool. And our first, yeah, I guess you kind of have to hold it here because I'm not sure if you can see it very well here, but yeah, basically it's going to tear it. If you were to, it won't tear, but then it, wear and tear, it will kind of like destroy the hinge here. So yeah, remember there being a rulebook here. So this is actually the Kickstarter edition, which is interesting, and this is actually the insert here. It's very cute, along with some punch boards, and everything else is empty. So yeah, you kind of just close it like this, and I'll set it on side. So yeah, this is the insert. We'll look at it last, and Also, the player board is here. Let's take a look at the rulebook. So very nice linen finish here for the rulebook. And we do have some components, rundown, a very interesting budget and schedule dial, which I'll show you guys, and some game setup, and objectives, all the dice that you're gonna roll. So this is a kind of like a dice placement game, and yeah, it's quite interesting. It's a little bit wordy actually, although the text isn't too small, but it's not too big either. So you have the main board actions, shooting a scene. That's like placing a dice on the scene sort of grid. Shooting a scene, continue, the quality of your film produced, and the player board actions, all the different sort of players over here, and game end conditions. So the game, I think if I'm not wrong, it either ends in two ways, either you win or you lose, basically. So yeah, script cards, premiere, and the symbols there. So there's a solo rules as well, and the rules for 5 to 6 players. Okay, cool. There's a glossary here and some quick reference, and pretty much it's not really icon reference, but something that looks a bit like a glossary actually, or content page. So yeah, about 22 pages of rules. So that's the rule book. And let's get on to the punch board, which doesn't have too many things. I thought there would be slightly more, but there's like, these are the tiles that you're supposed to put on the scene sort of grid here, somewhere here, which I'll show you guys. And there's only 12 of it. Interesting. So this is the block sort of tiles. So this pointless king bean token, which has no gameplay purpose, it's just for fun. Interesting. Okay, so let's punch one out. Okay, a bit of attack right here, and it's not too centered, it's a bit towards the top. Yeah, but I guess that's fine. And it's pretty stiff, not much squish, and no flex at all as well, which is good. So double-sided, and okay, this one came off. So that's what it looks like, the sort of scene. So it's not double-sided. Then the other side is probably some generic back. So that's how the back looks like, and the front. Color-wise, it's quite nice, and I'm not sure if this should be the case, but it's a bit like there's no pink color border over here. I think it's a bit to the right. Yeah, you can see this line right here is towards the right as well, so not very well centered. Okay, so that's pretty much the same for all the other tiles as well, which is all towards the right. Yeah. Yep, so that's the same case as well for this. So these are the tokens, which I can actually just punch all of them out right now. Again, I have no idea how to arrange it, so I'm just gonna guess my way through. So that's the last one, and the block tokens. So that's the remains. Okay, so we'll set this aside and try to do the mini reboxing later. Okay, so this is our main board. It's a quad fold, and it's not very big, so it looks complicated, but there's actually just a few places that you need to know. So this is the place that you put your oh, so it's very nice. If you can catch the reflection here, you can see this part is actually shiny, and this part as well, and all this. The rest is like matte, and it's kind of a UV finishing. Yep, so this is the place where you put the problem cards, and then the problem will kind of escalate if you don't resolve them. So to resolve them, initially it just takes 2 dice of any face, and subsequently you'll need like same dice and then the same dice face and then more dice face. And we resolve the problem, you get like $2 or like 1 schedule point, I guess. And here are the set pieces and the pieces that you put on set. And these like generic actions that you can do on the board. And your storyboard here, which I think if you fulfill, you kind of like get stuff or get benefits. And this is your script here, and your, what's this called? The scenes, I guess. And the tracker here. So these are all shiny as well. Cool. And there are some like these cards here as well. So we have here at the back is this. I'm not too sure what this for. This is, yeah, I'm not too sure what is this, but it looks interesting. I can show you guys the right way. Yeah, but something like that. Cool. I think it's something extra. I don't think it's part of the game because you kind of have to flip it. So yeah, you can just do this. Okay. So let's take a look at this insert. That is pretty interesting. There's no nice or easy way. Kind of just to pry it open. Okay, so very nice, very thick lid here. So you have here, it says roll camera. Very nice, and thematic insert as well. So you have this thing that's supposed to lie somewhere like this, and then enough space for us to get more of these players. So we have the dice here. They do have the add-on for the metal dice, but of course I didn't get it. Let's see. Yeah, so these are a bit, it is a bit off blue in real life as compared to the camera. Yeah, so we have like 6 unique faces. So I have the lights, the mic, the video camera, some painting, and some faces here, and this is what they call the visual effects. So this is like a wow face. Okay, cool. So this actually goes here. Again, it's like solid, so there's not much slow animation. So they all goes here at the bottom. And yeah, so let's take a look at these, which are your player boards. And they also have these very nice UV finish, and they are not very thick, which I kind of like for a player board. They are like the thin kind of cardboard, similar to Aeon's End, which is nice. Yeah. Yeah. So these are your like player actions that you can do. That is specific to this character. So this is like the player privilege. So I guess it's like kind of not necessarily important to the gameplay, I would suppose. So, but I think the one that is more important is this. So, but they are the same on both sides. Yeah, so you can kind of probably spend either this or this phase to do this, and then same for this. You can like maybe discard a storyboard card or like refresh. Cool. Then we have the producer. That was the director. So you can cut corners. You can use budget to add problem, I guess. So that's to delegate and refresh. So same for this side. And we have our cinematographer, grip chart, cap, gaff tape, and refresh. So it is kind of like maybe solving one problem straight away. So we always have refresh, I guess. So you can like maybe flip one dice to one of these icons. So same for this side. And we have like 6 characters, which is good. So this is set design. Can have a dollar and slash or move any tile, I guess. And this is like to increase the production quality, and refresh again. This is production designer. And we have the star. So new sites and star power and a refresh. Cool. And the last one is the editor. So you can re-edit to move any of these scenes up or down. You can play back and a refresh. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is the budget and schedule down. So this is how they work. So I guess if anything goes down to 0, you kind of lose the game. And this is like the turn order as well, which is very cool. So yeah, and what's interesting about this is that on the flip side, you can actually choose the difficulty level according to the number of players. So if it's 1 to 2 players and you want a hard mode, you just kind of turn it this way to go to the hard or normal mode. And if it's for this, we do the same, which is about here. So this is how much sort of budget and schedule you are starting with, 10 and 9. So a very easy way to not like write everything down in the rule book. So yeah, this is very clever actually. So if you are going for easy mode, so you kind of have more like 14 and 11. So yeah, very nice DAO here. So okay, let's go on to the small cards. So these are really small, and yeah, I'll always do a sleeve test for this, for the cards, just in case you want to sleeve them like I do. So yeah, these are the small cards, and let's take a look. So they are like smooth. You catch the reflection here. So they are not your linen finish kind of cards. Yeah, so this is the script cards and nothing much at the back. So they kind of like go like this, mind-blowing grammar. So yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm not too sure what it does. It's probably maybe like set some goals for the game or something. But yes, otherwise the card stock is actually pretty good. But this is a small card, so everything feels stiff for small cards. But it's like the kind of a white stock or white core kind of paper. So we have these, and yeah, this like, yeah, I suppose it kind of defines the scenes, like the goal that you need to have, like maybe 3 greens. Yeah, then this is for top. Yeah, so it's kind of like criteria or goals or objectives that you need to achieve. Yeah, so actually the words are all pretty interesting, like the way they form up, like shockingly outrageous memories. So they all do like kind of form in very interesting ways. So that's for the small cards. And next we'll have these, which should have a pull tab. Okay, cool. Okay, again, same kind of card quality here. Yeah, you technically don't have to sleeve them, but I mean, I would. Yeah, but if you sleeve them, this will probably take up most of the space. But if you don't, then you can actually fit the expansion back into here. Yeah. So there's like another spot here, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes if we sleeve everything. So these are the production companies. Maybe something that you draw at the start of each game. Yeah, so it's like during setups, like 4 set pieces. So it's like a starting company that you draw, kind of like an additional what do you call that? Objective. So that's cool. Bungo Bros. Yeah, suppose they do like resemble the real life kind of production companies. So these are our ideas, I guess. And we have some of these, which is our player aids, double-sided. So they are the same here. So this is resolve. So they're telling you what these icons mean. This to resolve, this to build new piece or rearrange set, get interns production meeting, play this idea. and compromise, reframe, and refresh, and then what it does over here. Also, this is actually for the director. So this is for like all the different characters, and it tells you like what the action does, which is good. There's always refer to the rulebook for everything. That's very nice. And here are our idea cards. So we have like all different symbols here. Interesting. So it's probably like what does this idea kind of relates to. So it is don't use any electricity today. You haven't shot a scene this turn, gain $2. So it's something that you might gain or you might lose. You cannot shoot any scenes this turn. So fill an unused set, like a coin 3 times. If at least 2 are grid side, up gain $4, otherwise lose $1. So interesting. It's not a very like serious game, I suppose, but it's interesting nonetheless. So we have all the idea cards. You can build one for free. Pretty cool. Yeah, do pause if you want to read them. Yeah, these like this turn scenes cost $2 to shoot. Yeah, so I believe it's for those filmmakers, it's actually quite thematic to them. But I have no idea what all this means, but I suppose it will be quite interesting as well. So it's actually a 2+. Interesting. So that's all the idea cards. So let's take a look at these, which is mostly of our problem and scene cards. Let's see. So again, very nice quality. It feels very soft and powdery. So these are our problems, and these are our scene cards. So the storyboard is here, so I guess when you complete them, or maybe when you form this pattern, you can flip them over and this becomes a scene. So yeah, I think the colors here do define what kind of scene it is, like a sad scene or I don't know, angry, confused scene. It's nice like how all this really look like pen written on it, like very natural. That's nice. So I'll let you see this side of it. So this and then it gets turned into a real scene, and cool. And then this is like a rainy weather sad scene, and the doctor. Yeah, cool. I guess this is the thing that you have to kind of achieve, and then this you get extra ones. I'm not sure whether you reset the set or something. Cool. So that's a happy scene or a comedy scene. Yeah, very nice. And it's like a love scene, a romantic scene, and this is the colored side. So you do have this as a reminder. Again, pretty cool. I quite like this presentation style. Yep. So that's all the scene cards. You actually get more scene cards in the expansion, so that I will be doing in a separate video. So these are your problem cards, and they do have this icon here, which do tells you what this problem might be about. You can see all the different icons. Yep. Oops. Yep. So let's take a look at the front. So yeah, this is the problem, and the producer hire mob goons to help with the production problems. So if you solve a problem, including this one, costs $1 additional, $1 in addition to any other cost, which is the 2 or 3 dice that you have to put. So once it's resolved, you do flip it upside down just to reveal its resolve side. And then we resolve 5, then you get extra benefits. Yeah, so that's cool. And all the different yeah, these are like sort of events, but they're all like related to problems that might actually happen. So there's a military parade, band practicing next door. So each time you shoot, your scene lose 2 quality, which is very relatable. Yeah, so this part of it I like, that is quite like thematic, which is always good. Yeah, but you do have to kind of read, you know, to get a sense of it. But if you're like kind of focusing too much on the game and the problem that it's giving you, then it's kind of defeats the purpose. But yeah, these are the problem cards. So we've pretty much gone through everything, so there's not a lot in the box. So you can see dice here, extra cards here, small cards here, and then this. So this box, you do have this, which I almost missed. So this is the one to track the scene quality, which you can put aside somewhere here, and yeah, just to make sure there's nothing else. So this scene tiles goes in the middle, like so. You should actually you can just put it here. It doesn't really matter. And all these blocks, you can just kind of put it here. So everything fits, of course. And let's move on to the sniff test before I put back these two components. Okay, so for the script cards, you should go for 41 by 63 millimeters. So these are Slipkings, and they are 60 microns, so very nice. And you can see there's not much left over at the top, which is good, and snug fit at the sides, not too tight to fit in, as you can see. Then it fits here just nice, not much wiggle room, and there's quite a bit of space here to put this. Yeah, but the expansion actually has more of this coming, so yeah, again we'll see how it fits. But yeah, this is the one that you should get for the small cards. And as for the big cards, so the big cards you should go for 57.5 by 89 millimeters. So these are the sort of more narrow kind of cards. So these for the problem cards, the idea cards, scene cards, and the I forgot, the production company cards. So yeah, they are quite easy to put in, quite snug at the side as well, not too much left over. A bit more left over at the top, but nothing too concerning. So yeah, they also do fit in just nice. They do fit in terms of dimension, but for the thickness wise, I guess some might have to spill over here. So that's why I'm guessing the expansion probably wouldn't fit here. Yeah, so this is for, again, for the big cards, 57.5 by 89 millimeters. And yeah, let's see how the others fit back into the box. So you can see over here, so this is the dowel. There's like a place for the dowel here, so you just kind of rest it on top like so. And for all the different player boards, just put it right here, as there's also a slot for it. Very nice. And yeah, this just goes like this. Yeah, and there you go, that's the insert. So yeah, everything do fit back into the box, which is good. So once again, if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing down below, and let me know how this game plays for you guys. So once again, this is Roll Camera. Do check out the next video, which is probably the expansion for this. And yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.